It's a orange juice.
So I was invited to China to compete in the first ever China Top Tournament. There was Jason from Helsinki, Babystar, a finalist in the ESWC tournament, and YY, two top global players. The total prize pool was $30,000. When I arrived, I noticed there were other big events like Dota, CS, and Hearthstone. There were some really big names for those games. For Clash Royale, it was best of 5, Jason versus Babystar, and me versus YY. Winners of these matches would face off in the finals for a chance to win $14,000. We had to register 3 decks before the match, and the loser has to switch decks. We can all choose a card to ban. The balance update just launched, and no meta was established yet. Elite Barbarians were just coming into the meta. In the first round, I'm facing YY. I had an Elite Barbarian deck that was weak to Tombstone, so I banned that card. YY banned the Elixir Collector. In the first set of matches, I'm using my Gravy Bowl deck. I split my archers because this allows me to choose to defend or push either side. I don't have a good starting hand, my best option is Fireball, so I'm waiting for him to play a second card. This pays off because he plays a Mega Minion. I actually sat on my Elixir and lost 1 Elixir, just so I could get the Fireball to land on that Mega Minion. He sends in a perfectly timed Miner protecting his Mega Minion, so I'm forced to zap. I don't want the archers getting too much chip damage, so I use the bowler to push them forward. The reason why I defended with a bowler over an Ice Spirit is because I wanted to counter push with my Mega Minion. I put an Ice Spirit in the front to protect my bowler. It tanks 2 hits from the tower and chips it. He defends my bowler with Elite Barbarians, but my bowler and Mega Minion aren't enough to take them out. I can't afford even 1 swing from these Barbarians. The archers take care of it, and the Mega Minion. One thing about this deck is the surprise factor of Graveyard, but I'm trying to pull off a huge counter push before I use Graveyard. With under 1 minute left before double Elixir, I'm patiently waiting. He has an Ice Spirit and Miner for chip damage. The Ice Spirit freezes my tower and Mega Minion, so I panicked and zapped. I probably could have afforded that chip damage without using my zap. With his archers in the back, I fireballed for chip damage. I knew I could stop his Elite Barbarians with my Mega Minion and Ice Spirit. It looks like my Mega Minion is about to get one shot on the tower, but then he plants an Ice Golem right at the very front. This is incredible tech right here. If he played an Ice Golem any earlier, it would have been hit more than once by my Mega Minion. If he played it any later, it would have missed. He played it right at the very front for an aggressive mini push. Looking at the tower health, I'm losing the battle. He's slowly damaging my tower more than I am his. So I'm going in for one final push with the bowler. This Graveyard is going to be all or nothing. With nothing else in rotation, I fireballed his Mega Minion. Then I thought the Ice Spirit would be able to finish it off. I was wrong. He sent in a Miner, which is perfect because my Mega Minion countering it allows me to build up for a slow but strong push. And with his Ice Golem in the front, it delays my bowler from crossing the bridge. Now I have 2 bowlers tanking for the tower and Graveyard casted. 2 Mega Minions are stacked. His Elite Barbarians can't stop my push, and his Ice Golem isn't enough to stop my Graveyard. Fireball on the archers was just enough to stop them from killing my last troops, and that is good game. Let's see what could have gone differently. He was better off not sending in a Miner, and the Fireball didn't provide any value. Since my Mega Minion survived, this set him back 4 Elixir, giving me a huge Elixir advantage. He played a giant Graveyard, which caught me by surprise, so I lost the second round, forcing me to switch decks. Fast forward to the third match, I'm using a deck I've literally never played before, but Ethan from Orange Juice recommended this for me. It was a deck that destroyed him on ladder. Starting off the match, we both played Golems in the back. I played my Mega Minion a bit more forward than I would have liked, because the Ice Golem isn't protecting it, and he could have easily taken out my Mega Minion with his Mega Minion. He goes in with a Graveyard, but my minions just shut it down completely. He uses Skeleton Army to distract my minions, and I didn't react fast enough, but it was just enough to bring the tower down 500 health. Being at an Elixir advantage, I played my Golem first, then I split my archers. The split pays off because he did push the other lane. I used my Mega Minion to take out his Giant. I used Tornado to pull it out of range, then used the regular minions as decoy. He plays a very aggressive Graveyard. Using my Ice Golem to distract his archers, I played Elite Barbarians. It looked like his prediction Fireball is meant for an Ice Golem or minions. The Elite Barbs have a slow attack speed, so they don't fully stop the Graveyard. I'm a bit slow on the log, which could have prevented hundreds of damage to my tower. He planted his Giant a bit more forward. I played my Ice Golem in the back because I was anticipating a Graveyard. He uses the log and zap to take out my archers. My Tornado pulls all of his units and it stops his push. He's been applying a lot of pressure. I haven't had a chance to play my Balloon, and he's gonna slowly chip me out. So this Balloon push is all or nothing. It's a flop. Now he's at a huge elixir advantage, and this huge giant push paired with graveyard just takes out my tower in one sweep. Looking back, I could have played it out slowly, waiting for a misplay because that balloon didn't benefit me at all. He ended up winning best of 3 and advances to the final round. Moving on to the second set of matches, it's Jason versus Babystar. Same as my match, it's best of 5 and decks are selected before the match. Loser has to change decks. This time, Jason and Babystar both banned the graveyard. So this is one of their matches where Jason is using Elite Barbarians for the first time. Babystar is using a burner deck with Miner, Poison, and Barbarian Hut. I've been told it's a meta deck that's very popular in China. Babystar splits his archers. Jason goes in for an aggressive Fire Spirit plant, but he does not let anything pass. Since Fire Spirits will deal way more damage than a Fireball, the Ice Golem was a correct play. Jason plants a Giant in the back, anticipating the distance it'll travel to tank that one archer. Babystar does a split push with a Miner and manages to get the left side down 500 health. Jason lightnings the Barbarian Hut, but if he just waited 1 second earlier, it would have taken out the Musketeer as well. Meanwhile on the left side, Jason's 2 archers chip the tower down 300 health. Now since Jason's lightning did not kill Babystar's Musketeer, he has to deal with this push with his Musketeer. Again, Babystar goes in for an archer split. This affords him the option to defend or push either lane. He does not let those Fire Spirits through. This is a good trade for him because it cancels out the Ice Spirits for 2 elixir, and now he has an Ice Golem on the map to support his archer. Babystar poisons out the archers, and now we're beginning to see the power of this burner deck slowly chip away. Those survived the poison long enough to take out the Miner, so those Elite Barbarians weren't necessary. Making the best of the situation, Jason plants a Musketeer to support them in a counter push. Babystar pulls them perfectly with his Ice Golem, and plays the log. Stunning the Elite Barbarians and Musketeer, nothing gets through the tower. Jason plays Fire Spirits in the front again. 1 Fire Spirit does land on the hut, as well as force the Barbarians to switch lanes. Jason plays his troops on the right side this time because he knows he's going to get chipped out on the left side and wants to pressure the other lane. The poison was played a bit high so it doesn't take out the archers, and Jason's Elite Barbarians were played a bit slow so the Miner does manage to chip down the tower. He has a Barbarian Hut so the split push will be easily defendable. It's surprisingly a great defensive card that's extremely annoying because you have to constantly address the incoming Barbarians or face massive chip damage to your tower. Jason uses his Musketeer to take out the Mega Minion, and his Mega Minion to take out the Archer. He played the Mega Minion a bit too forward, but the Ice Golem slow saves it from crossing the bridge before the Giant does. Babystar plants a Musketeer, it gets taken out by the Lightning, and this massive push built up looks game ending. But the log and 1 Ice Golem puts everything to halt, while the Musketeer cleans up. Jason plays his Musketeer and Mega Minion a bit too early because Babystar's Musketeer didn't even cross the bridge yet. The log brings down the archers low enough for a Musketeer to one-shot them. But the Barbarian protects that last archer. Babystar stacks his Mega Minion, and those Fire Spirits provide so much value. The poison does take out the archers, but it doesn't put a dent on the Elite Barbarians. The Giant is way too slow, and the Elite Barbarians just walk past the Giant and end up dying. Jason uses Lightning, takes out the Musketeer, then the Barb Hut, and the Giant does not land a punch at the tower. The log takes out the Barbarian and chips the archers. A better play would have been to wait until the last units cross the bridge first, since the log just knocks those units out of range back into safety, buying Babystar time to send in that Miner. The 1 archer barely survives the poison. This justifies sending in a log to take it out. With the tower health so low, we're starting to see Babystar being more aggressive with the poison. His Ice Golem and Barbarians are strong enough to hold down the Musketeer in place of poison. With its recent damage buff last month, this is enough to kill a Musketeer. At 276 health, this is low enough for 1 poison and 1 log, and Jason knows this. Going in for a final push, this is all or nothing, because he's going to get chipped out. He successfully defends the Giant push, then casts poison. Being such a close match, he sends in his Miner in the front to tank the Musketeer, while the poison finalizes his victory. Jason was literally 1 lightning away from taking out that tower. There were a few other plays, but I found this one interesting. Right at the very beginning, if Jason used lightning on the other side, he would have taken out the tower, winning this match. But there's no way for Jason to know he would have needed this lightning. Babystar ends up winning the best of 5 and advances to the final round to face off against YY. In the first match of the finals, Babystar is playing the Barbarian Hut, Poison Miner Burner deck, and YY is playing a Lava Clone deck. Babystar splits his archers, YY goes in with an early Lava Hound. YY waits until that archer locks onto his Lava Hound before deploying his archers. Meanwhile on the right side, Babystar sent in a miner to tank for that archer. He ignores that side and chooses to send in a Mega Minion on the left to back up his Lava Hound. With all of his units stacked up, he clones everything. The cloned Hound pops, and Babystar is forced to use poison early to take care of the clones. But the push still ends up dealing 2,000 damage to the tower. Pretty confident with the push, he allows that Musketeer to chip his tower. He plants a tombstone to bank his elixir to support his Lava Hound. Babystar waits until the Barbarian engages his tower, then sends in a miner to maximize its damage. But at this point, YY is more concerned about his Lava Hound push. Cloning that huge army, Babystar doesn't even have elixir for poison. The Ice Golem delays the inevitable, and possibly even makes things worse because it pops the clone Lava Hound with its Death Nova. The second push not only takes out the tower, but the Barbarian hut. YY goes in with a third Lava Hound push. The poison is just insane value, takes out the tombstone, the archers, and chips away at the tower. This time, Babystar planted the Barbarian hut one tile higher, so it pulls the Lava Hound. YY does not clone the Hound this time, and Babystar ends up taking out the tower with his miner. YY plays an Ice Golem and clones those two. The Ice Golem just ends up stacking the Barbarian waves, and the Lava Hound does not deal any damage. Now YY has to defend against 4 Barbarians, Archers, and a miner. The push ends up taking out the tower down to half. YY tanks the Musketeer with his Lava Hound, takes it out, and translates this into a massive counter push. He ends up cloning this huge army, but he gets poisoned out immediately, barely making a dent on the tower. Meanwhile, Babystar is slowly chipping away at the tower with his miner. YY goes in again with a Lava Clone push. Babystar does not poison the Lava Clone, but uses it to chip the tower instead. YY's Mega Minion reaches the tower, brings it down 1700, 700, 200. Babystar barely takes the tower for the win, winning $14,000. Let's check out what could have gone better. Instead of playing an Ice Golem, YY should have cloned his Lava Hound, then play another Lava Hound. There would have been 2 Hounds and clone pups. Eventually, Babystar ends up winning the finals with a 3-2 score. He takes home $14,000, while YY placed in second, winning $7,000. Congratulations to the 2 players. They played really well, especially against me and Jason. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more quality OJ.